I was on my way to the south coast for a game when signal failure ground me to a halt at Victoria Station. I started banging my head against a brick wall, but luckily I have a leather head. Welcome to Around the Grounds. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Around the Ground. I'm at Leatherhead Football Club who have a league match at home to Hendon today. If you listened to my intro and didn't put it on mute, then that's a true story. I was going to Pagham today, which is about 3 miles from Bognor, to do the P in my A to Z series. My train actually arrived on time at my home station. Tube was actually working. Got to Victoria. My train cancelled. The next one cancelled. The one after that cancelled. It said on the board if you were going to Bognor to inquire. So I inquired and they said there's no trains going to Bognor because of signal failure. Thanks guys. National Rail strikes again. In 2025, we can't have a signal system that works. So I did what all ground hoppers do in situations like that, and I panicked for a few minutes. And then after I'd done that, I stood and walked around a little bit. That's steps, by the way, behind the near goal. That's rather nice, isn't it? They're shallow and a grass bank, and it says the grass banking can be slippery. Yeah, so not allowed on there. This is the far side, walking up here. Yeah, so after I'd walked around a little bit, I then panicked again. And finally, because I had so much time on my hands, I panicked for a third time, looked at the Footballogy app, shook my head a lot, and eventually decided to get on the train to Clapham Junction and came to Leatherhead. I've been here before, but a long time ago. Never filmed here, and here I am, and it's a delight to be here. And all of my issues today, nothing to do with Leatherhead, so it's lovely, and the pitch looks fantastic. Here's the home dugout here, so I don't know, 7 or 8 seats in there. The hard standing all the way around. It has a cute little dog leg as you walk in ahead of me. Here, there's an electronic scoreboard, home versus visitors. The time says 15:40. I don't know why, because it's 2 hours before that, I think, but never mind. That's the seating area over there. This place is lovely, actually. Lots of interest around this ground. I remembered the outside of it on my way here. I remember looking at it from the outside, and that looks different, so I don't know what I was thinking about, actually. Didn't really remember much about the inside. I got to Leatherhead plenty of time. I just had a very leisurely lunch at this cafe in the centre of Leatherhead. Cheeseburger and chips and a cup of coffee, absolutely lovely. Love places like that. Really friendly staff, thoroughly enjoyed that, which I wouldn't have had if I'd gone to Pagham. So every cloud. This is the far end here, not much. There is wind, always, but not too bad, although there's a possibility of thunderstorms this afternoon. Just looking back at where we've just been, at the filming tower and the dugouts. Lots of space from the touchline to the dugouts. Railing all the way around. This is a really nice ground, actually, and there's another covered area here with a couple of steps and seating and standing all the way on the side that we're going to come to in a minute. Look at the let's look at the pitch as we get to the goal here. Just turn here. It's like a carpet. It's magnificent. It does actually, I don't know whether it comes across, but it dips as you reach to just past probably the halfway line. It really dips down and then seems to go up again as you reach the goal at the far end. So that's quite unusual. It'd be interesting to see whether that has any effect at all. A little gap there to a rickety door, and then the covered standing continues again. They're playing Hendon, as I said, and little known information that Hendon is the first football ground I ever went to when I was in single figures, and my late Uncle Norman, who lived in Cricklewood, took me to the old Claremont Road ground to see Hendon, and it's all his fault. Love him. as to why all this is going on, because I had such a good time. That's the badge up there, Leatherhead Football Club, and then you come to this area here, and there's a standing covered area here, which is nice, and then you have a gate which leads to the players' change room in there. That's looking back at where we've just walked under, and then you've got a seating area here behind that grilled area. There's a lovely little gate, and the bar is in there. Through there, taking a picture of that. It's rather nice. I like the reflection in the window. And then you've got more seating area, lots of different blocks. This is block F and then block E, etc. There's a wheelchair accessible viewing area here, which I almost walked into by mistake. And then you've got some reserved seating for dignitaries. There's a main exit, which we might go through, actually, a media centre there. And if you just come through here, there's the bar ahead of me, and there's a fan zone seating area there, and there's the boardroom. Another seating area there. Tea bar here, which is covered with one of those grills for wild clearances. One of these great sweet things. Doesn't matter even if you're my age. The temptation to use one of those is almost overwhelming. And there's 5 or 6 standing steps here in the Maguire stand. And then I guess you've got a gate here as possible segregation. Is that there for? I don't know. And a really slippery looking bank. Look, death trap. And then we're back to where we started, very shallow steps there. There's the scoreboard over there, and the lovely Leatherhead Football Club flag ahead of me. But don't take my word for it, do come to Leatherhead Football Club yourself. I wasn't planning to come here, but I absolutely love it, and I'm actually now really looking forward to the game and excited to be here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, click on like. Hated every minute of it, click on dislike. Why not subscribe? And all future videos that I do go directly to your YouTube feed. Once you subscribe, click on the little bell. Click on the little bell. You wake up in the morning, there'll be one of those machines in your back garden. You put in a coin, you turn the knob, and it jams and no sweets fall out. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. I'm exhausted. This is Leatherhead Football Club.
Just in case.
Strike son.
Get in.
Full-time final score, Leatherhead 2, Hendon 2. Leatherhead missed a shed load of first half chances and fell behind to a sucker punch. It looked like they were going to lose, and then they got a 90th minute equaliser in a really enjoyable game actually. So signal failures, ending up in a town that hadn't even entered my head when I woke up this morning. A violent thunderstorm and a brilliant rainbow. 2 penalties, a 90th minute equaliser, just your standard Saturday ground hopping. Thanks for watching and speak to you soon.